Hello, Tom here, Northwest Trains, back in the loft today for update number 32 on the loft layout. As you can see, possibly from the right hand corner, I've been doing a little bit of scenery work, so let's go and have a look, see what I've done. Okay, as you can see, I've actually got around to doing a little bit of scenery on the narrow gauge line. So I've done a little bit more ballasting, and just got the little diesel loco there just to test the track. Now I didn't plan ahead of the scenery because that's why I never get nothing done. So we just started throwing bits and bobs together. I started off with putting the ballast down. I put this scrap piece of track down and ballasted that also, and also put some earth scatter in here to create the effect of a path, so people walking from the platform across the track, and you can't see it at the moment, but there's a little side door for the engine shed there, so that's the reason for the path. We've got an old rusted up wagon here with some sleepers on, and we've also got another battered old slate wagon. Now this is one of the very first kits I built. I never threw it away, but I think someone stood on it or something. I don't know what happened to it, but it got crushed either way. But rather than throw it away, I thought, it looks like a nice little wagon that's been sat there for many years, and the plants are starting to grow through it. So it's just been rusted up a little bit and put in there, and I put the static grass over the top of it, and we've got a few bits of shrubs and bushes and things. I've also done a bit more up here. So I just started with a basic sort of a brown tear from Woodland Scenics, scattered that down first, and then while the glue was still wet, we added the static grass. So it's a mixture of 4mm and 7mm, a few different shades of green. I might still add a bit more to it yet. I haven't gone all the way into here because I think I might put some rocks and things in there, with it being sort of an ex-mining or stroke quarry line. I've also highlighted a bit more of the rockery with a light grey effect and a bit of white paint. I think it just improves it a little bit. I wanted to get it also looking more finished, so I could put a few more bits of green on here, just growing through the rocks, which I think makes it look a bit better as well. Again, I'm just going to take my time with it, but I think I might add a bit more along here as well. Maybe a little piece in the middle here, just to break it down a little bit. Because what I found was I initially painted it all grey just to get rid of the colour of the chipboard, which made it look better, but adding this makes it look even better as well. So I'm hopefully going to get around to doing more of that. So let's just take a look at the other bit of scenery that I've done so far. Okay, so this was another one I was very happy with. As I've mentioned many times, I didn't know what to do with this top piece, and I just started with, had some wild flowers, like a scenery set, so I just started plonking them on it and thought I'll work around them. And again, we've got the thick bush foliage here. I just thought I'll put that around the edges just to hide the edge of the wall a little bit. And then I thought, I wonder if I've got some sort of building could go on here. It never even occurred to me to put a signal box here, but I thought, I've got a signal box on the temporary side of the layout, I could pinch that. But then I realised, I've actually got two of these signal boxes, and this one actually is in better condition. It was part of that giant job lot I got off Facebook a couple of years ago. If you saw that video, I got all sorts of that. So I thought that's perfect. I was thinking maybe another line side hut or an abandoned hut or something. But I thought, no, I'll do the signal box. I created a footpath anyway, just purely by coincidence. I'll pan the camera around so you can see more. And I thought, well, rather than having random flowers in the middle of nowhere, a lot of people have signal boxes, especially on heritage lines, have a nice garden around it. So again, it literally took me probably 10-15 minutes to do. Just thrown a bit of scatter around and just worked my way around it. And then while the building was glued down, I suddenly realised, hang on, I always put lights in. So I had another rummage through me boxes. I had one Woodland Scenics light left, and I had one plug socket left, funnily enough, on the main hub. So quickly took the building back off while the glue was wet, drilled a hole, and put it, fitted it all in. And I thought, yeah, that was, for half an hour's work, I'm really happy with it. It still needs a bit more to it, like I need to fill these edges in a bit more, maybe put something on top of the pillars here. I've just painted them grey for now, and this bit still looks a bit shabby, so I might get the foliage to grow over the top just to hide that, or put another RSJ in, which I'll just point that out now. Add off the girder pieces that are used over here, I use that, so that's sort of like a steel that's holding up the stone wall here, and just add a dry brush of sleeper grime and rust paint on it for now, just to take the give it a bit of colour really, more than anything. And yeah, I think that scene looks really good. I'm really happy with it. And it's also added another little light there, and it's a nice little heritage line signal box, and it also works ideal for I'll hopefully put a signal in the future, but it's also a way of letting trains in and out of the station behind it. So I think that worked out quite nicely. So yeah, it doesn't seem like I've done much really, but believe me, after having just a plain white piece of board on here, and it was painted grey for about 6 months, it's amazing what you can do when you put your mind to it. So I'm really happy with that. We're going to take the camera off the tripod now, and just have a little look around the layout. So it might be a bit more wobbly, but that's the best way of showing. Okay, let's just see if we can zoom and get a closer look at that. So I quite like the way the grass grows through the track. It's not 100% perfect. The bit in the wagon wasn't quite how I wanted it to be, but still looks better than it was. I think what I'll do is I'll get some sleeper grime or maybe some watered down black paint and just dirty up the ballast a little bit, because it looks a bit new looking. And we've got our lights on the engine shed there. Again, the lights are fitted in the signal box was meant to be for the inside of this shed, so I'll have to get another one for there before I fix that down permanently. Or I might get some sort of welding effect light in there, we'll have to see. The station still needs painting up. I've started it, but it needs another layer of red on it, and then it needs dulling out and a bit of weathering on it. Got all station lights, they're not on at the moment, but they are working. And we've also got the cranes to feature. Again, I've started painting them, but not quite finished yet. So we'll hopefully have them on the next update. Over here. So another thing I'd have done if I went back in time, I'd have probably extended this little tram line track all the way to here, and had it wired up for this little engine to go up and down on it. And even if I had to stay alive on it, might have been able to cross from there to there, if it was even possible to put it into a little loco like that. But hey ho. But it's nice as a little static exhibit. Got a nice lineup of preserved engines on the siding here. We've got the yard. So I need to start working on this again now. I need to maybe put a few bits of static grass and a bit of overgrowth along here perhaps. And I think this coal is slightly overscale for me, so I think I could do with some more coal just to go in the bunker and just generally scatter around the yard. I have done it so it's not meant to be like a concrete floor or a worn out concrete floor. But yeah, overall it's coming on nicely. Like I say, as you know, I don't rush into things because I'm worried I'm going to get it wrong, but when you do get it done, it is, you are very happy with it. So here's another view of the signal box and the garden area. Got the Fairbairn there, sat waiting to go. And I think the wildflowers actually look pretty good really. I might add a few smaller ones as well later on, but it's almost a shame that you can't see the front of it really. But when we get a train cam on there, Again, we're zooming there, just need to sort out this edging here because that's not very good. And but yeah, the steel going across there doesn't look too bad. We've got our lit up ambulance as well, got a police car somewhere too. Nothing else changed on the main line. So let's have a look. We've got the 66 in the siding there in Princess Elizabeth for its support coach. And we've got a couple of we've got 3 DMUs in the station area there. And pretty sure you've seen him. I've added a farmer and a sheepdog to the little field there. Just got to tidy up this edge a little bit. Nothing happening here as always, it's just the temporary train set side of the layout and a bit of a junkyard. I put all my bits and bobs of the work on and the fan. So nothing happening there. A full fiddle yard as always. So yeah, let me know what you think of the changes, and if you have any other ideas, as always, put them in the comments, and let's get a few we'll have a few running shots at the end of the video and see a few trains running. And as always, thank you for watching, keep an eye out for the next video, and bye for now.